big. Mya'Liah, fire away. A round of applause for number 5, Mya'Liah, County.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Back again, and I'm ready for first of my softball recap videos that I've done. You see me do it on the University of Hawaii men's basketball team pretty much all season long. And obviously, the season came to an end with a 62-61 loss in overtime to Cal State Fullerton and the Big West Tourney. I decided not to do a live stream there because I was just not happy with that performance. But we're going to go on and we're going to start up a new series of mine where I'm going to cover the University of Hawaii softball team. Now, I should also acknowledge that they do have 3 games and they play them all either here or on the mainland. But the only one I attended was the Friday night game against UC Santa Barbara on March 17th, which UH ended up losing 5-2, but they came back to win the doubleheader 9-5 in the first game and 5-0 in the second. But anyway, before we get started, I want to also mention that I did get my channel monetized recently. So subscribe if you haven't. Helps the algorithm, helps me out as well. Show your support as well. And of course, I'm still trying to get out to the workforce. Hopefully, anyway. So obviously, the game was on the 17th. Of course, today is March 20th. But I actually want to acknowledge something else as well. I actually did not attend the doubleheader softball game because I wanted to watch the Supercross from Detroit, which ended in heartbreak for Aaron Plessinger. But that's for another time. So I also acknowledge that I did get some B-roll on my phone. And you're also going to see it on this video as well. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, Santa Barbara. Obviously, this is a team that the men's basketball. This is a team that the men's basketball squad has trouble beating in Santa Barbara, and they're hard enough to beat as is. Obviously, Santa Barbara. I'm not really well versed on the history of the softball, like how some other people might be. But I actually thought that this is the first game, by the way. And of course they did fall 5-2, and that was also the first softball game in 7 softball games that I've gone to. This is the first one I attended where the University of Hawaii ended up losing, unfortunately. But from what I saw, I still think they can back up their 3rd place prediction since they came back to win the doubleheader Now, obviously, the first game, do I think nerves might have played a factor? Only a slight bit. I'm going to say that right now. Just a slight bit. Of course, I didn't really talk to any of them, but maybe sometime down the line I will, since pressers are usually free-for-alls. And I didn't see anybody from Kaleo covering the game, but anyway, obviously, I think they could have played better in that first game, and they did have a chance to potentially steal it from Santa Barbara in that 6th inning. And of course, what really made the difference was the fact that Santa Barbara got on the board first, and they had 1 run in 5 of the 7 scheduled innings, and that really made the difference. And UH, they didn't score until the 5th inning via Mya'Liah home run, which you're seeing right now.
There you go. Out of here!
And that was really good for Bethea to do that. That's her ninth home run in terms of the season. And obviously, I do think she did her part last season when she belted that grand slam in the Cal State Fullerton in the first game of the doubleheader against Cal State Fullerton last May. And I do think that she did well. She had one run. Chloe Burgess also hit a home run as well. But they did also have a chance to, and I was saying this earlier, they had a chance to potentially steal the win from UC Santa Barbara in the sixth inning because they had filled all three bases, the first, second, and third. And all they needed was someone to belt a home run for a grand slam and take the lead. But unfortunately, Santa Barbara didn't let that happen. And as a result, Chloe Borges had only one home run in the seventh inning. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. But from what I saw, if UH didn't convert on that possible grand slam, that the writing was on the wall. And unfortunately, they couldn't take advantage of it. So as a result, they ended up losing 5-2. And they did come out with something to prove in that doubleheader game, because I'm looking at HawaiiAthletics.com for the recap of the doubleheader since I didn't attend that. They did, however, come through. They did start out kind of slow with a 3-0 at the start. But when Santa Barbara got 3 runs right out of the gate in the first inning. And then they ended up mustering up only 2 runs for the rest of the game in the fourth and the fifth inning. But once again, Hawaii got out to kind of a slow start again with no runs until the fourth inning. And that was when they got 5 runs. And that was via Enokili Inouye in the fourth inning with Kili Inouye hitting a home run for a 3-run homer to tie it up at 4. And fortunately, once UH did that, they were able to convert more because they weren't done after that. In that fifth inning, Santa Barbara did come back with a run from Ashley Donaldson, a solo home run. But in that fifth inning, when UH had their turn, Chloe Borges, she was the one who kind of started everything with a 2-run homer. And as a result, it was now 9-5. It was 9-5 after that. And in the second game, UH ended up winning in a shutout 5-0. And I'm looking at the recap. UH had in that second game, they had a pitcher's duel with Brianna Lopez and Cameron Snyder from Santa Barbara, with Brianna Lopez pitching a complete game, a 3-hit shutout, and ended up issuing 4 walks and striking out 7, as HawaiiAthletics.com reports. So what kind of grade? So obviously, and in fact, Bella Martinez with a 3-run bomber in the 6th inning. And that was when it became 5-0, and that was all she wrote. So UH will head on the road at CSUN on Friday, March 24th. Now, I don't really have a prediction for that one because I haven't seen CSUN before play softball here in the islands. But anyway, what kind of grade would I give them? I would have to say probably a B+. B+, A-, somewhere around there, because the doubleheader, they really proved that they could come back and win. And they took the series 2-1. So they were picked to finish third. And I probably would have picked them for third as well from the 6 games that I covered last year for Kaleo. And I think they can do it. They're going to have to play a little better and maybe get off to a better start. But, however, in one of the games that I covered, which was the first game against Cal State Fullerton, nobody scored a run until the 6th inning. And fortunately, it was UH who scored that run via Ka'ena Inouye. So anyway, I don't really have a prediction for that one. In fact, I actually have no predictions at all for these games because this is really the first full conference season that I'm attending the softball games. Am I going to go to some doubleheader games? I will, but we'll see what happens now. Obviously, I can't go to the next one because they're on the road at CSUN in Northridge. So I'm definitely going to hope that they can take the series then. Hopefully they can win the series. But obviously we're going to have some luck on our side. So anyway, guys, that's it. And I'll see y'all soon. You'll see some more of my B-roll as we end this video. So for now, well, I'm Opponent, everyone.
Ball one. Damn it. Ooh. Oh, strike two. Ball two.